Hello everyone, welcome back. It is time for the yearly makeup stats update. As you can tell, still with my Christmas tree in early January, I'm gonna take this down actually after I finished with this video today. So it is time in the year to tell you all of the things that I used up, how I am with my makeup collection. Of course, I have my little notes here. So let's get into the makeup stats for 2024/2025. Before we get started though, I would like to ask you to please subscribe to my channel because I do use up a lot of makeup. Also, if you're interested in project planning, I always do project plan updates. And this year, I'm planning on doing monthly updates on my project plan. It's gonna be really satisfying, so please subscribe. And now getting into the nitty-gritty of everything. So here are the list of products, the makeup products, how much I used up, how much I had, and how much I have currently. And also a little bit of a goal thingy, how much I would like to buy or not buy of makeup this year. So let's get started. Of course, first would be primer. And in January last year, I had 14 primers. I used up 7. I didn't buy anything new because I want to be done with primers. So currently I have 7 primers. Hopefully I will just be able to finish them this year, and then I'm gonna be using just skincare basically to prime my face. Foundation, I had 34, crazy I know. I had 34 foundations in the beginning of last year, and currently I have 21, 22 because one is almost gone. And I finished 15 because I also bought some new stuff. And of course, most of them were like not even full. The cream to powder I used up as bronzer, so it was kind of interesting. But thankfully, I am really close to getting to 20 products this year. And the goal for the end of the year is to go under 20 basically. And probably not even 19, but more like 15, 16. I still want to try some new stuff. There are a couple of things that I'm interested in, but probably I shouldn't be buying more than 4 or 5 foundations this year. There's going to be a schedule to this, so I will just know as soon as I use up 2, I can buy another one so that the collection would go down. But basically, I just want to get my collection down to under 20 this year. Concealers, I had 31 of this time last year, and now I have 25. I used up 12 because I bought a couple. There are, I think, 2 that I'm interested in, but I am not allowing myself to buy concealer until the end of the year. So if anything that I want is still available, like the Essence pink one that I really want, I've been wanting that for like months now, but I think I'm strong enough to kind of hold out for that until like November or December or something like that this year, because I really want to have like a lot less of concealer. I have a lot of categories within the category to go through, not to mention the concealer palettes that I have 3 of, which is not even included in this. So I just want to be done with a lot of concealer, and the goal is also to go like around 20, like probably under 20, like 18 would be nice. We'll see, but yeah, just kind of condense the collection in everything basically, and not buy stuff probably only at the end of the year this year. Powder, I had 11 powders, and somehow magically I still have 7 left. But I used up so many, but I also bought a couple of new things. I bought the Charlotte Tilbury, and I bought the, what is it called? The Maybelline Superstay, which I was really excited about. And of course, for the full face project, I bought 2 more things. But hopefully this year, the goal is to have, I think, 4 or 5 powders maximum. I think probably 4. And if I use up everything else, then of course I'm allowed to buy new ones. But I think powder will be a category that I will be done with. And I can only buy powder if everything else runs out. So probably I have 1, and then the MAC and the Charlotte Tilbury, and that's it. But powder is really positive this year. Early in the year also. Bronzer, I only used up 3. I used up 2 powder bronzers and then 1 DIY contour thing that I made myself. I had 36 and I have 39 because I bought some new stuff. Now bronzer is something that I will definitely not buy more of this year. Not even contour. I thought I could probably buy some liquid contour stuff, but actually I have enough of those as well. So this year, no bronzer, no contour products, definitely. Not even at the end of the year, because as I'm looking at the Maybelline city bronzer that I'm using. I'm really glad if I will finish that this year, and then I will start the next one that I have. And it would also be ideal if bronzer could be under 20, but since I have almost 40, well, including contour products and contour sticks, which I made a video on, so I needed products for that. It's also piling up in a collection, but no bronzer or contour products this year. I think I will be able to finish one powder product and probably one, maybe two cream, will depend on the product itself, probably a cream bronzer, because currently I'm using also a DIY bronzer that I made that I think I made a video on. I'm pretty sure I made a video on it. So yeah, no more bronzing products this year. Blush, I used up 7, which is a whopping amount of blush. But to be honest with you, most of them I used up in makeup DIYs. I used even some on my hair because there was this trend that you could use some powder products to put like pink streaks in your hair, and I did that for summer and it was fun. And also, of course, making pink powders out of blush and powder. That was like a big thing for me because that's what I used to set my face, to set my makeup. And I used up 2 creamy products. I just think I want to get a lot more into the cream products this year. So one of the DIY cream blushes that I made is actually being used up this week. So I'm really excited about that. So I think I don't really want to buy much more blushes. I had 73, I have 76. Yeah, it would be nice to just get, under 70 this year. I want to order something from ColourPop. I want to place an order for my birthday actually in February. So I think I would like to try a Super Shock blush from them, and that's it. No more blush. I think that's the only blush I should be able to kind of keep to that this year, and that should bring the collection down probably under 70. That would be really nice. Even just 69 or 68, that would be really amazing. Highlighter is really crazy because I had 116 and now I have 93 because I used up 17 highlighters, including creams and liquids, for DIY projects. So I made these DIY body lotions for summer, which I use, everywhere. I've shown them in project pans actually because I did finish 2 this year. Last year. I still have to get used to this. It's 2025 already. I just don't think I want to be buying much more of highlighter this year. There is only one that I really would love to get. It is the Fenty Beauty What a Brat highlighter, the pink one. Amazing, amazing. It's just never available. It's always sold out. But I think I've seen it on the Fenty website. So at some point this year, I'm going to get that, but probably not much more. I really am trying to stop myself from buying so much more. And it would be really ideal to get the collection under 90 this year, to have 80 something highlighters. And there are a couple of liquid ones that I could finish up, so it's looking positive. Now getting into eyeshadow, that's something. Single eyeshadows I had 68, and currently I just counted last week I have whole 100 because I bought a bunch of things from the Asian market because they were gorgeous. I just decluttered 3, hence I have 100 because then I would have 103, but I'm gonna send those to my friend. No more single eyeshadow if I can help it. No more single eyeshadow, even though I've just gotten into Cleona. Really no, like I know that I could finish the matte ones, probably 2 this year, probably 1 shimmery, like 3 one, and then it's crazy. I think no more single eyeshadow for me this year. Eyeshadow palettes, well, it's amazing because I've been giving away stuff, I've been DIYing, I've been using things up, and I still have 270. And I had 252. So it's not looking that good. What I'm going to do is actually, I'm not going to buy eyeshadow palettes. Not on a whole because there are 2 on my wish list. Probably I will buy those 2. There are a couple that I know I can get rid of. So there might be an eyeshadow declutter video coming soon. Because I know that I could just play around with some colors in the ColourPop ones. I think I've seen videos where people were removing their eyeshadows from the ColourPop palettes with magnets. I think those are magnetic, so you could change up the shades. So I think I have 5 Yeah, I think I have 5 eyeshadow palettes from ColourPop, so I could play around with the shades in those and then just fill one of them up with the shades that I don't want and then give that away. And then there are a couple of things that might be a good idea to use up or to give away. We'll see. But the main thing is that I can only have maximum 2 eyeshadow palettes this year, and then I need to be using up DIYing condensing colors because there are some colors that I don't want that I could remove and put into other palettes and then give those away. It's gonna be a whole thing, but that's definitely something that I wanna get into. Probably deep hotting palettes. I think that would be a really, really great idea. And of course, the smaller ones I could just finish up. A goal, I don't know, definitely less than 270. It would be so great to have 220. I know these are huge numbers, but basically I'm collecting eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, it's gonna be an adventure this year, so stay tuned because I will come up with something, but it would be so nice to have less than 250 somehow, miraculously, probably less than 240. We'll see how it will go. Probably I give away a couple. I don't think I'll be giving up more than 10. But I'm just rambling about this. So, okay, let's move on from eyeshadow. I totally forgot to tell you that I used up 3 single eyeshadows. I don't think I told you. I used up 3 single eyeshadows. And I used up 4 palettes. Eyeliner pencils, I had 53 and now I have 73 because I bought some really, really fun ones of EMAG and the Asian market. No more eye pencils for me. No more eye pencils. And saying that, I think I will still buy 1 nude from ColourPop because those are crazy good, but that I can also finish up because those are really, really easy to finish. I finished up 5. That's usually a number for me that I finish in a year of eyeliner pencils. I think what I'll do though, I will go through the collection to see if all of them are working because there was one that dried out last year, a Maybelline Gold one. I would have to go through them, but mostly I just need to use them and not buy anything new. I like my collection. I have all of the colors in the rainbow, which is absolutely gorgeous. I think though what I could do is probably get rid of some navy ones because I think I have 3 or 4 navy eyeliner pencils and I definitely am not able to use them up as quickly. So I might get rid of 1 or 2, we'll see. But mainly I just need to not buy more, but use what I have. Liquid liners are kind of lucky because I had 8, I used up 3, and now I have 5. I obviously don't want to buy anything new because it's taking so long to use up liquid eyeliners. I have 1 black, I have 1 brown, I have 2 potted ones which I use mostly for Halloween looks, and I have 1 glittery one, the gold one that you've seen in my Christmas makeup look video. I'm not buying liquid eyeliners. I'm just trying to use up. First off, probably the matte signature from L'Oreal will be finished this year, hopefully. And then I can just use the potted one and the brown one from Essence. I'm good on liquid liner. Mascara, I had 16. I used up only 3, unfortunately, but I have 14 currently. There is a pink one, which I think I will use on my hair for February, for my birthday month. I'll be using, to put little streaks in my hair. So I think I could probably finish that. So I will be left with 12 mascaras quite soon. I am definitely not buying any more because they are also the product that do dry in or out or whatever into the little tube. Yeah, I just use them, and as soon as I feel that they're kind of drying out, I'm just, of course, tossing them. Hopefully this year I could get to be around 10, 20, oh my. At the end of the year, around like 9 or 11, probably more like 9. Hopefully I could get under 9 this year, under 10 this year. Hopefully I can get under 10 this year, and then no more mascara for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years until I get under 5, basically. More like 2 or 3. Then I might buy another one, but the goal is to have not more than 3 mascaras in my collection on a whole. So it's gonna take some time, but I am determined to do it. Lip liner. I went lip liner crazy last year, so I bought so many. I had 58 and I have 113. And I finished 8, which was kind of crazy, but there were so many really, really creamy ones that it took me like 2 weeks to finish them. And will I stick to not buying any this year? I'm not sure, but I definitely want to check myself so I wouldn't be buying like 10 a month that I did last year. So probably just a couple, and I just need to be using up the ones that I have. I think I could stick to the policy of using up more than I buy this year. I think that's a start. And then we'll see where we go from there. I think I'm gonna be gifting away two of them, which I'm like not really attached to color wise, especially not because they're bad products, but I just don't really love the color of them. We'll see, but kind of have to check myself on lip liner because it was crazy last year. Lipstick also, I went through my collection. I had 270, which is also crazy, but I was so proud. And then I have 300 yet again because I kept buying them, even though I did use up 6, so one every 2 months. And I still want to get a couple, but those are mostly like the more expensive luxury ones. So I want to have a Guerlain and probably a Dior lipstick at some point. Probably just not right now. And also I want to try Lisa Eldridge. I'm really, really excited about that actually, to try the classic Lisa Eldridge Velvet lipstick. At some point, yeah. My lipsticks are also a collection, so it's not that crazy for me if I have a couple of hundred, even though of course it would be nice to be a smaller number, as some of them are definitely collection items, which I don't use. Probably I shouldn't even count them as part of my collection, I don't know. But I really want to check myself with all of the makeup this year because I just don't need that many. Not at all. Liquid lipstick is good because even though I bought like 2 or 3, I think I bought 3, I also given away 2 and I used up 4. So I had 44 and somehow I still have 40 this year. But definitely the goal is to get under 40. And then I am only allowing myself 1 from ColourPop, 1 blotted lip because I love the formula of that. And I want to buy a mauve one because I have a red one already. But no more liquid lip. And then I just need to be finishing up the old ones because I did check them and some of them are trying to be dried out a little bit. So I don't know how much I will be able to use like the Essence ones that I have. Those are kind of getting weird. And also the Bourjois ones. So it would be advisable for me to kind of check those this year, try to use them as much as possible and then just toss them out. And then the collection needs to be under 40 this year. Definitely, probably more like 35 than 39. Or probably under that by some miracle, I don't know. But definitely getting the collection down. The end goal would be, first of all, 24, so that they would fit into just one container. And then the end goal would be like 5 good colors that I love. And that's it. It's going to take some years, so it's going to take years. But at some point, we'll get there. Lip gloss, I had 123. I used up 7. And I still have 130 because I bought some. And I still want to buy more from Kiko. And of course, Essence is coming out with new stuff. NYX is coming out with new stuff. I try to stick to the adage of buying less than what I use up. That could be like a good thing. I think 7 or 8 is kind of realistic to finish in a year. And if I buy like 3 or 4, I think that would be kind of okay. We'll see. I don't know exactly yet, but I definitely want to buy less than what I use up. That's kind of like a starting point. So that's that. And then finally, fixing spray. It's looking really good because I had 16. I finished 11. I bought a couple. So now I have 8. 1 is almost gone, so almost 8 or 7, kind of like that. And I think I'm going to finish my fixing sprays this year. And I have to say that 3 of those are minis from MAC. So it's going to be really, really easy to finish because if you discount the 3 minis, basically I have 4 or 5 of them. I actually would need to get some more, but I think I'm good until the couponing days in April. So I think I will get the L'Oreal one that's really hyped right now. I think it's an infallible setting spray from L'Oreal that I want to try. But this year I would have to get fixing sprays, I'm pretty sure. But first, of course, I'm going to finish up the collection and then probably just buy 1 in April and then we'll see. But thankfully, I'm just really, really good on fixing sprays. As I'm looking at my notes, I think that I left out eyebrows. Okay, let's get into that. I had 17 brow products. I finished 10. And I bought 2, so currently I have 9. Eyebrow is also a category that I kind of want to be finished with at some point, because I feel like eyeshadows would just do me perfectly for my brows. I have 3 more pencils. I have 1 pomade, and the rest of them are gels, like brow gels. One of the brow gels will be gone this month, like next week probably. So of course I'm gonna be down to 8. And then brow pencils are usually 1 a month, so like this spring I will be done with the pencils, which is really, really great. So actually it's looking really, really good. Hopefully next year I will be done with brows, but I definitely will not be buying any brow products this year. So that's it. Okay, everyone, so these were my makeup stats for 2025. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you find inspiration in my goals to use up my things. And then until the next video. Bye-bye.